Hello, hello, hello. I know. I feel the same way. Hi, everybody. Hello, hello. So, today we are interviewing the amazing Tabor Kluza. Look at that. I already added her to the video. See?
Oh my God. You don't have to watch me freak out. That's what you didn't see was me freaking out.
Poor thing.
I was like, I'm going to cry because I can't figure this out.
So sorry. Poor thing. Oh my goodness. So she's here. She's in the flesh. So here she is. And hello to those coming on. Hi, sweet Christy. So yes, Tabor Kluza.
I do really like this.
Do you? Yeah.
I think it's cute.
Just do your thing.
Yeah,
just do your thing. She's good. She's good. Yeah, it's all good. I love this because we were so casual as I was setting this up. Tabor was doing her finances, and then, hey, gotta go to the bathroom, and then, hey.
Check my hair.
We're gonna go order pizza. It's all good. Oh, whoops.
Don't say pizza.
Oh, I said pizza.
I love pizza.
I do too. Who wants to order us pizza?
Pepperoni.
All right.
And olives.
All right, pepperoni and olives, that would be great. And then I really like, sometimes the Hawaiian. Like, I like the pineapple.
Oh, pineapple.
That'd be great too. Yeah, and you want that?
We need a talk show. Did you realize that?
I just realized that. I'm like, oh my gosh, we do really well together. So hello to those of you who are jumping on, and those of you who are on the replay. This interview is all about Tabor Kluza. And did I say your name right?
You did.
I did? Okay, cool. And hi, sweet Brenda. So wonderful to see you guys hopping on. We got Brenda and Christy. And yeah, and Lorraine is hopping on. Holly's hopping on. See, Tabor says, I can just see all the behind the scenes stuff, which I love. And Holly, hi, what's up? So much fun. We got to see some of you guys in the VIP. That was super fun. We even did unicorn card pull. My kiddos kicked you off. Oh, they did? Oh no, Holly. Well, it was wonderful to have you on as long as we did. So yes, awesome. So we have the amazing Tabor Kluza today. And she's saying stuff behind. I don't know if you can hear her, but I'm trying. I'm like, whoop. So this is all about Share the Love. So the entire month of February is Share the Love month. And so I wanted to interview all of my spiritual advising students, mediumship students, VIP students, Reiki students, and also have you guys do the 12 Days of Angels. So thank you so much for participating in that. And today is day 9, Angel Uriel. So I hope you had a fantastic time with Angel Uriel. And we can even add people. Did you see that? We can add people. We could add somebody. I think they would block you out though. That would not be good. Anyway, Holly says, I love you. Hi, sweet Mindy. Wonderful to have you.
Thank you, Holly. Love you too.
I love this. So for Share the Love, let's see. There are discounts. So with the VIP group, you can get 3 months for the price of 1. So at this time, it is $33.33 per month rather than $99.99. And if you get that by Tuesday, by February 28th, then it is locked in. So amazing. Hi, Margaret. Wonderful to see you. Happy Friday. That's right. It's Friday. Oh, perfect. Holly, are you serious? Look at her. I haven't even checked my email yet, but I pulled Archangel Uriel in this morning. Like, who are you? She's psychic.
Did you bring my journal?
I did bring your journal. Do you want it right now?
No.
Okay.
I just remember because that was from the last go around.
Yes. So the last go around for the prizes, Tabor won the Angel Infused Journal, right? So she's also a prize winner. And I have her journal here. She's like, do you have my journal? I'm like, I do have your journal. So we have that. And then also the guided meditations to meet your spirit guides are also discounted. So usually they're $77.77. They're down to $55.55. So you can go ahead and get your coupon, your discount in the pinned post in the About section. So yay for those of you hopping on. Happy Friday. Wonderful to be in your presence. And again, today we have Tabor Kluza. And Veronica says, ooh, congrats.
Oh, thank you.
She can't even help it. So I love this. Hi, sweet Ashley. So we're going to get the party started, okay? I do think we need to have our own talk show.
We do.
We're like, order pizza, thank you.
You make people laugh. I'll just wipe my nose.
Okay, she's going to wipe her nose. So that's what I love about Tabor. She's herself, right? Okay, like she even has earrings on. Like she did this for you, okay? For you. Earrings for you. So wonderful. Tabor and I met, oh my goodness, a few years ago? Was it? At a spirit circle a year ago?
I think I first met you at Stephanie's book reading class.
Right. Okay. You're right. That was maybe 2 years ago. Have we known each other for 2 years?
I want to say it's longer than that.
Longer than that. Damn. So awesome. That is so funny.
Too.
She even put deodorant on. See, I have to say it out loud because I'm like, if you guys could hear like what she's saying under her breath, like you need to hear what she's saying. Christy's like, oh. Wow.
Just big deal.
So good. So she even has deodorant on today, and that's really nice of her.
Mm-hmm.
And so, yeah, so it's been an incredible journey, and we've done spirit circles together. She's gone to all the mediumship classes. She's in the VIP group and has been doing spiritual advising since this summer, I believe.
Oh my God, it was like June, July.
That's incredible. So we would love to hear from Tabor Kaluza, who has earrings on for you and her deodorant, and she also wipes her nose. There's so much more to you.
Well, I might just cry, so that's why I have a tissue.
That's, yes. And that tends to happen. I just want to share that too. I feel like that's part of the journey, you know? So just to be really real and authentic with that. And you guys have seen me tear up and you've seen me cry. And that's definitely part of the journey, to be able to cleanse and release and feel. This does remind, Holly was in our mediumship classes, right? This reminds me of that. Tabor's under the breath silliness, right? And so then, and that was funny too, because I remember Holly and Sylvia, and I'm like, Tabor just said this.
Right.
Kind of to just like let you guys know, and because you guys are like, "What's so funny?" I'm like, Tabor." So wonderful to have you guys come on. Amber just hopped on. Bonnie just hopped on. So yay, thank you. It does. It reminds me of the mediumship classes too. So the next part 1 mediumship live is March 17th, and I'm also recording the mediumship classes. We can do them Zoom. So Holly's in California. Sylvia's in Oregon. Sharon's doing them via Zoom. She's in Vegas. Jessica's doing part 1 on March 17th. She's from Australia.
What?
So
She's
pretty
from
amazing.
Australia?
Yeah. So we got an Australian
Oh,
in the mix.
Accent. That would just be fun to listen to.
So fun. Do you want to just, yeah. So we just need Tabor at all the mediumship classes. So, exactly. I love it. So yes, and so that is coming up, and yeah, Holly is amazing. She had her 2 kids there, every single mediumship class. It was absolutely incredible. We were doing psychometry, and that is being able to read objects and the energy of objects. And I can't remember who. So Holly and Sylvia were doing psychometry on each other on the Zoom call. One of them was changing one of the baby's diapers. And I was like, you need to do psychometry on the baby's diaper. No, they really didn't though. But it's real, you know, and it's real time. And so we would love to have you on in the mediumship classes. The next live one starts March 17th, and that's part 1. So here we have Tabor, who has been on this incredible spiritual journey for eons.
Right.
Like, how long could you even put?
20 years, because I'm 37. So I started when I was 17.
Wow. So 20 years of being a spiritual seeker, being on this.
Holly was changing the diaper.
Oh, Holly was changing the diaper. Thank you. Thank you. See, I think I kind of need you for all of the lives. Is that
right.
okay?
Oh my God, I'll be the assistant.
Did you catch that, Heather? Holly was changing the diaper. I love this. So it's been 20 years, and I would love to hear about your spiritual awakening, profound spiritual experiences. We'd all love to hear.
So I think my most profound one was when I was in college. So it was my first year at LCFC up in Lewiston. And I got really drunk, and before I got drunk, all I did was eat a Snickers bar. So,
oh no.
Yeah. And then I pissed off a bunch of golfers because I said something. Oh, they wanted to play a game or something, and I was like, whatever, you're a bunch of pussies. And so they fed me vodka and orange juice. So anyways, so that got me to puking over the toilet.
Oh. This is her spiritual awakening. Snickers, pissing off golf people, and vodka and orange juice. This is the beginning of Tabor's spiritual awakening. Okay.
So I was really angry, vomiting over the toilet, and my beautiful guide showed up and was like, "Really? Are we gonna do this again?" And I was like, "Oh, yeah, no." She's like, "Well, you have 2 choices. You can either go down path A or path B, and we've done path A before, so let's go down path B." And that was really like owning my stuff and realizing that I was really angry, and how was I going to work through this anger. So I started counseling, and that was like, and I did counseling with psychics because they were cheap at psychic fairs, and so it was about $10 to have somebody listen to me and just support me and give me some advice or really validation. So that's how it started.
I love it. I love it. And Sylvia loves you.
Oh, hi, Sylvia.
I just gotta tell you that. And Barbara's watching. And hi, Barbara. And Danny gave us some hearts. And
Oh,
Samantha says,
I like
hello, Tabor.
There's
Look at this.
people I don't know.
See? I'm showing Tabor all the behind the scenes.
I love that there's 11 people because I was like, maybe 5 people will show up.
Honey.
Or 2. Or it would just be me and you.
Wouldn't that be funny? We would have a good time, though. If you guys don't want to order us pizza, we'll order ourselves. Well, I love that. And I love that there is 11 people. Hi, sweet Barbara. So this is Tabor Kluza, and she has been on the spiritual path for 20 years and was just sharing with us just to catch you up about your spiritual awakening. And
I think it had a lot to do with the relationship with my mom as well, because we weren't getting along. So I was 19 at that time. And yeah, and she'd piss me off, and I'd have to go journal and go sit by the water.
yeah, and that's really what opened you up, though.
Right.
Right. Yeah, and I always think it's so profound to hear people's spiritual awakenings, because a lot of times it is those dark moments or those really, those times where it just feels like your body's just like being ripped in half. That was what mine felt like.
And you're bogged down with like so many questions that you can't really answer, and so you kind of just sit. I mean, that's all I did. When I really just wanted to drink or eat a lot of food.
Did you guys hear that? So I like that too. Like, you have so many questions and you don't have the answers, right? And so I loved, Tabor was just sharing that then she just journaled a lot, and to be in that space or in that quiet or in that like, I don't want to say emptiness, but almost like just space.
It is empty.
know?
It is empty. I'm not afraid to say empty, because then empty you can be filled with the questions, or it's okay to be empty. I mean, you just got to be empty sometimes to get what you need.
I love that. Taryn's coming on. This is my psychic hairdresser right there. Psychic hairdresser.
Awesome. So she does your eyebrows as well.
She did. We told stories about our eyebrows earlier, Taryn, and I said that after you plucked my eyebrows and after you waxed my eyebrows, you said, now you have eyebrows and not caterpillars. So that was so nice. Thank you, Taryn. We were just telling that story. Were your ears ringing? So, and I do agree with that the emptiness is okay, just to be in that space. And like you said, you can fill yourself up. And so even with your journey, like you said, it was like 19 and being upset with your mom and whatnot, and just, needing to journal, trying to find the answers, and just recognizing that there's more. I think when you get to that emptiness, like, you realize that there's more. There is definitely more. Sylvia, did you see that?
Oh, thank you.
She is so real. It's refreshing, isn't it? It's so refreshing, huh?
Or it's annoying.
You can pick. Take your pick. And so you had this spiritual awakening. Your guide comes in. You're puking over a toilet. She says, "Okay, we can keep doing this, or we can choose something else."
Right.
So you chose something else.
I did. I did. So I dropped out of school. Well, actually, I left LCSC. And that's when I started reading and going to the psychic fairs and journaling. God, what else did I do? I think I read a lot. I was a hermit at that time, and I worked. I think I worked like 3 jobs, and I just kind of processed how I could process, and had to look. I feel like I was really taking on family issues, or like clearing family stuff as well, because I don't feel like it was all of mine. But I feel like it was mostly mine, and I just had to be honest with myself. And I'm like, I'm really angry, and I'm really jealous, and I'm really hateful right now. I am like gross inside. So it's a good thing that I'm not around anybody, because if I was around people, I just was mean.
Gotcha. And you had to really process that.
Well, I had to own it. Because I mean, that's looking at all your faults and the choices that you've made thus far to get where I was at. And I was like, oh, I was making decisions from... not from me. I was making decisions from other people's expectations. Go to college because that's what you have to do next. And I was like, okay, even though I don't know what I want to do. So, okay, we'll go.
I think that, and that's such a good point, is that's when that awakening does happen, is we start being almost like ripping even away from society. Like, do I really have to follow somebody else's expectations? Do I really need to follow somebody else dictating my life path? Like, is that really what I'm going to be doing with my life?
Right.
And I love that you share, like, okay, so then I got on the journey. I went to psychic fairs. I was, okay, hey, listen to what I'm going through and help me out with this.
And tarot card readings. and stuff like that. Just searching for anything to let me know that I was okay. And that's what I needed.
And I agree with you, because I remember with my own spiritual awakening, that was the same thing. Like, I was just looking for answers, but also looking to make sure, I was okay, or there was somebody else out there that was somewhat similar to me.
Right.
And then, like, for me anyway, I found like the word light worker, and I'm like, maybe I'm a light worker, and I was like, there's more out there like me. That's cool. Hi, Kimberly. I do want to share what Samantha said. Did you see her little comment?
Oh, yes, I do. Oh, shit. Oh, my God, you better own it before somebody points it out to you.
Good call. Absolutely. Absolutely. Own your shit before somebody else points it out to you. And so tell us more about your journey. Like, then after that, like, so this is this opening, and then did you just keep discovering, keep seeking? Has been your
yeah,
path?
because I'm naturally a seeker. It's not really anything exciting, because I don't think necessarily... I mean, it's reading. It's like, where does one place take you? I mean, I think there was some spiritual places down in Boise that aren't really open anymore that I would go to. But I mean, I didn't always find the light. There was some dark people and you were really learning to hear yourself and be like, okay, this is a good person. This is not a good person. This is a good place to go. This is not a good place to go. I think that's really in the process of just learning to trust yourself and understand your signs or your little inner twinges and getting to know your intuition.
Yeah, absolutely. And I love that, because I feel like all of us have had to discern that, and I feel like even just growing up and that kind of thing, and then moving into other social groups and whatnot, we were always just trying to figure out, like, who resonated with me.
Right.
But it's almost like we didn't have the words for it, though. And so it is a discernment process of trying to figure out, like, what's working for you and what isn't working for you, who's working for you, who's not working for you, who resonates with you, who doesn't resonate with you. It's quite the process.
Well, and it's understanding, like, light versus dark, because there is both. Because you can't have one without the other. And just, what do you want to do? I had a friend that was more drawn towards the dark, whereas I was like, oh no, can't do it.
Yeah, absolutely. Hi, Noelia. Good to see you, sweetheart. This is Tabor Kaluza, spiritual advising mediumship student and spiritual seeker and VIPer and amazing lady. I'm just sharing about her spiritual journey, and I love that you shared that too. Courtney says hi. And so I love that you share that too, is that recognizing like you said, the light versus the dark. And I remember I was at the Rainbow Gathering, and I thought, gosh, I think it was...
Oh, you went to the Rainbow Gathering?
Yeah, that's how I ended up in Idaho, actually. I traveled in a van for 2 months from Wisconsin out west, and ended up at the Rainbow Gathering in Montana.
They get naked.
They do get naked. There's a lot of naked people. And naked yoga and stuff. It's fine.
Oh.
And so, but I do remember one time, I just figured everybody was pure. I don't know why. Like, you have 30,000 hippies in the woods, and you just assume they're all pure. And there was this kind of older guy, and he's like, I'm giving free healings. And I didn't notice his darkness. Do you know what I mean? Because I just figured everybody was light. And so I was like, oh, I'll have a free healing.
If that's your energy.
Oh, yeah. And so then he came in to my energy. Yeah. And that's when I felt the dark. I was like, whoa. So I hear what you're saying. He didn't have the best of intentions. And I just assumed everyone did.
Right, and that's it. It's the intention.
It is the intention. Absolutely. So, yeah. Do you have more that you want to add to that?
No, I'm good there.
You're good? She's good there. She's good. She's good there. You guys, the pizza's not here yet.
I can keep talking.
Right. She's good there. So you have been in the various groups and classes, etc. Tell us about those. What you experienced.
Oh, the mediumship classes. Oh, I've done mediumship and Reiki, and they're really good. I always, my intention is not necessarily, when I step into well, I guess it is. I'm going to be like, I'm going to be the best medium ever and the best medium or Reiki. And then I take the classes and I'm like, oh, okay. And, but they're fun classes to take and you don't necessarily have to be a medium or a Reiki master. And I think for me, it's just gathering the information and meeting the amazing teachers and learning from the teachers. And really the classes are about probably being with people and what comes up with me. being with other people. I mean, because I get irritated with people, and I'm like, what do you have to learn? What do you need to learn? And I'm like, oh, I don't want to learn anything. I just want to take the class. And that's how classes were for me in college as well. It's not really about the class. It's really about the people and what I get to learn about myself and what irritations come up and how I grow. So that's how I grow. So
I love that. And just what she's sharing too, I just want to scroll back to the comments. Because Margaret, I love this, Margaret. Tabor, you are so amazing. Love it because I can so relate to your journey. Good. And to work on my anger, and we'll be able to read the post, the rest of it. And that's good. And hi, Lil. Because it is working through that, you know, and I just feel like for a lot of us, that is part of the journey, is learning those lessons or learning those patterns, or why am I getting irritated, or what that is exactly. And I didn't want to share this, but Spirit keeps bringing it in, that actually when I first opened up to my spiritual gifts and opening and stuff like that. So as those of you know who do follow me, that my biological father and I have not talked for a number of years. He kind of left my life when I was 4, but at the same time, we just haven't talked for a while. And he was the first person that I realized was dark. And that was really hard. Because I remember him coming to my apartment, and I'm like, hey, I'm doing all this like healing work. And he goes, well, I'm a healer. And I just remember him putting his hand like just on my heart, right? And it was like, like I just felt all of that darkness. And I was like, this is my father. It was like from Star Wars. But I think that's, you know, looking at that and then working through that and recognizing, just like you were sharing, like the anger. And even like sometimes people don't want to look at anger. They don't want to go there. They don't want to go to the sadness. They don't want to go there. And I feel like that's where the lessons are. That's how we move forward.
Well, because if I didn't ever want to go there, then I wouldn't be going anywhere.
Right.
So
that's a good point. Mm-hmm. Yeah. If you didn't want to go there, then you wouldn't be going anywhere. Yeah. And I love that too, because I just think about in the classes, just like you shared, like there are other people. so you're needing to learn about the other people. You're needing to learn, you know, just what your interactions are or what's happening. So Lil just says, anger masks hurt that you're able to work.
Anger for me masks sadness.
Mm-hmm. So anger for Tabor masks that sadness. Mm-hmm. Yeah. And so, yeah, and Lil's just sharing just to work through.
Right.
Mm-hmm.
Right.
Absolutely. So then I would love to know, or have you share with them, what you have gleaned from the mediumship, from the VIP, from spiritual advising. Besides lessons. Besides being irritated with me.
I think I'm just naturally not irritated. Oh my God. I think I'm irritated.
I'm totally joking.
I know you are.
It's our show.
But I had to realize if I'm just an irritated or somebody who gets irritated easily, because I'm irritated like every day.
Mm-hmm.
But I don't know. Oh, so what did I learn?
Sorry.
I think it goes back to the basics for me. It's just getting back into touch with my intuition and me, really, instead of, again, everybody else, because I think I've been lost for a while. Going back to school, and what am I going to do with my schooling? And so it's getting back to me. Self-care, I think, is a big one. And I don't know, kind of settling in. I don't know if I have a beautiful answer to that question.
Don't you think that was beautiful, though? I think that was beautiful. Lots of hearts for that was beautiful.
Right?
Is all I have to say. Because it was beautiful.
And I think it's just getting back to me and being authentic, because I think authentic is important.
Mm-hmm. Absolutely. Absolutely.
Oh, it's helped me find my humor.
Mm-hmm.
There you go.
Mm-hmm.
Humor.
Yeah. It's been so spectacular. That was beautiful. It was beautiful.
Oh, thank
boom.
you.
Oh,
thank
boom.
you for the validation.
And I agree, because it does come back to self. Like, really, in essence, like, we're in this body, we're living this life, we're trying to figure it out, you know, and that's what it's brought you back to.
And accepting emotions. I think it's led me to, like, the realness of being a human.
Mm-hmm.
So it's taken spirituality to accept my humanness.
Wow, that is profound. High 10 for profound.
Mind blown.
Mind blown. Where's that emoji? Mind blown. I agree. It took your spirituality to help you to discover and understand your humanness. Mm-hmm. That's incredible. Or maybe somebody go out and make a bumper sticker. I think that's what we need, and put Tabor's name underneath it. And that would be great. And if we can have that in an hour, that would be awesome. I do agree. Oh, Christy, she gave some high tens for some profoundness.
I like
Boom. I like it too. And I agree. Boom. Danny,
Nice.
I just said boom. That's funny. So very real, Margaret. Absolutely. So very, very real. And I feel like that's what it really does come down to, is that authenticity, and I just think there's times where it's like stripping away, what we were, and exposing ourselves to ourselves,
right.
Kimberly says, yes.
Oh,
do you see that? Mm-hmm.
Very kind.
Yeah. And I really appreciate that too, Tabor. Just in that, because, I've shared this before, that you're a role model for allowing other people to be authentic. There's such a ripple effect when it comes to Tabor. Just getting in her essence, getting in her energy, like even at the spirit circles, like I've shared, that people are just so comfortable, and I just feel like that is such a ripple effect, to be so comfortable around somebody, and it's because she's her authentic self, revealing the real, true, authentic you. Right, absolutely. Right. There's another bumper sticker.
Right.
Somebody make
that.
That's
a good one.
Put
too.
Lil's underneath there. I love that. Smith has given some booms and some hot tens. I'm loving that. So, yeah. Anything else to add, my dear?
I don't think so.
Good. Isn't that incredible? I love it. I'm looking over her shoulder at her notebook.
I like what I wrote. Right. Yeah.
We got some hot tens from Danny. Boom.
Awesome.
And we got it right on.
Oh, I like
Barbara. Bam. Email. Bam. I like it. Well, thank you so much for joining us. It's been an incredible journey.
Oh,
it really has.
you.
It's been so amazing.
Thank you. Because I actually gave up Facebook for Lent, so I'm like, and I'm not Catholic or religious, so I just like to say Lent.
And she's not really on, like, right now.
I'm not.
So, yeah, she's not, because I pushed the button. So
Right.
she's still off for Lent. Oh my gosh. No, oh goodness. Oh, thank you, Lil. Good.
Oh, good.
Good. Awesome.
You're welcome.
That's so perfect. See, look at that ripple effect, girl.
Oh, I'm gonna cry.
Get it, girl. See, that's why she brought the tissue.
I don't want to
so
smudge
welcome.
my facial lotion, though.
Right, so maybe she won't. That's okay. It's fine. She's just being real. Well, thank you all for joining us again. And actually, Tabor and I have an appointment with each other because we have a spiritual advising session right now.
Oh,
Motivated and
sweet.
so. Aw.
People have really nice comments.
Margaret, don't they? They do. Yeah.
So
Margaret, thank you, sweetheart. Motivated and so inspired by you both to keep going on your path. Absolutely keep going on your path, Margaret. Honey, it's so worth it. It's so worth it. Tabor and Heather love that. we do. This is it. This is it.
Right.
You guys are so welcome.
Yeah, you're welcome.
Yeah.
This has been fun. Thank you.
So, yes, thank you so much. So we just have a 12 o'clock. It's fine. It's all
Right.
good. So you guys have a wonderful day. So much light and love. Would love to hear how Angel Uriel went with you. And just happy Friday. Yeah, bring it
Right.
on. Okay.
Go get pizza.
I was just going to say that. I was going to say, looking forward to the pizza. See, that's what happens. That's what happens. That was awesome. Awesome. Okay, you guys take care. Much light and love. Time for pizza. Margaret was
Right.
thinking along our lines. Psychics everywhere. Okay, light and love.